What is Café Mocha? Experts, celebrities.
Hey, this is John Legend.
Yours truly, Idris Elba.
This is Fantasia.
I am Ian Levanson.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Tamar Braxton.
Music and features from a woman's perspective. Intriguing conversation. The Swag Award. Espresso. The MC Light Mix. Radio from a woman's perspective.
What flavor are you, baby?
This is Café Mocha.
It's Café Mocha. I'm Angelique. The queens of comedy called her some very ugly names. And this hour, I'm talking to Sheryl Underwood down in Richmond at the Women's Empowerment Expo. Next hour, Light and Lonnie take on the sexy Michael Jai White. This is Café Mocha. It's Café Mocha. I'm Angelique. Got a chance to talk to Sheryl Underwood last weekend in Richmond at the Women's Empowerment Expo. And she caused all kinds of controversy when she revealed her little secret last week on The Talk. It's Café Mocha. I'm here live in Richmond Convention Center, Women's Empowerment Expo, featuring Miss Sheryl Underwood. How you doing?
I am blessed, highly favored. I'm here for womanhood, sisterhood, in the hood, all hood. But I gotta say to Café Mocha and all the listeners, congratulations. Sisters doing their thing. They need more of us on radio. Everybody gotta listen. And then we need advertisers to buy advertisement so we can keep stacking that paper. Y'all doing great work. Lonnie Love is my girl.
Woo, that is the truth. Congratulations on your talk show, joining The Talk.
Yes.
How has that changed things for you?
Well, it's mainstream. I didn't know a job was even available. I think that it gave me the opportunity to speak in a certain voice. Aisha Tyler and I have been friends for years. I think it was fabulous that she was sitting across from me so you would hear two versions of the African American female experience on the #1 network with Julie Chen, Sharon Osbourne, and Sarah Gilbert. It's changed my life, and I'm sure what you heard about Thursday, my secret.
Wait, this is about to get good. Sheryl Underwood tells us her little secret and has a few words for the queens of comedy. It's coming up on Café Mocha.
Dog John 99.
I'm Angelique. It's Café Mocha. Got a chance to talk to Sheryl Underwood last weekend in Richmond at the Women's Empowerment Expo. And she caused all kinds of controversy when she revealed a little secret last week on The Talk.
My secret was I got an opportunity to get on a call with the Queens of Comedy, with the exception of Monique was not on the call. I thought I was getting a second chance. I dialed in early thinking I want to be punctual. I don't want people to believe the things that they believe about me, so I'm trying to do better. And I dialed in early, but what I hear is some discussions about my appearance, why am I joining, things like that. And instead of me being angry and mad, I decided to take notes of what they were saying and correct it. If you feel I'm not attractive, at that time, I just want to be a great comic. So I decided, okay, put on some makeup, buy some hair, get some outfits, some St. John, some jeans, nice stuff. Look better on stage if that's what's being said about you. If you're being blocked, then treat everybody with love. So that's what I did. The one thing I didn't do on the air that I should have done was to ask those ladies for forgiveness if I've ever done anything to them that I didn't really understand that I had done. That's what I'm trying to do spiritually. Come spiritually correct, because the doors are being opened for me, for Lonnie, for all. Lonnie got the real, I got the talk. Yeah. There's enough talk show money out there for everybody.
Where am I? Give me
yes,
mine.
right, that's right. And if they won't give you one, produce it yourself. That's why I have Sheryl Underwood Radio. A lot of people are jumping in. I'm not mad at you. If you want to jump in, if you don't feel that I did the right thing, I can take that discussion in the community as well.
All right. Now, while you were on stage here in Richmond, I heard you talking about spankings.
Yes.
That's actually, home training is actually the topic of discussion. Is spanking necessary? Because there's a whole thing now with the abuse, and I don't want to get into the specifics of what's going on, because we don't know what happened.
I'm going to tell you, I believe in spanking. I think that timeout is a verbal negotiation that you should not be having with all of your children. That's right. I didn't get to negotiate with my mama or my grandma or anybody or the lady out in the street. So you can't negotiate all the time. But when you're talking about violence and anger, that's a different thing. But there was always somebody that jumped in. For me, it was my grandmother when they went too far. But I do believe in spanking. I do believe that a parent has a right to discipline their child. And it's not just cultural. But what I really want people to understand is, look at who is being brought out in this. What is the real motive?
I heard that, Sheryl. And thanks, Richmond, for inviting us out to play. Next hour, Michael Jai White. But coming up, Gentle Treatment gives us fall hair care tips. It's Café Mocha. It's Café Mocha. On the line is Kimberly Hairston, Chief Marketing Officer over at Gentle Treatment.
I had a question for you, Kimberly. This is light. Hi. Somehow my hair made it through these summer months. Actually, it was in Miami when I noticed it all go terribly wrong. Because I don't have a relaxer on the top. I just have it on the side, so the top of my hair looked like Cameo back in the candy days. Bush. And so, with all of that being said, what do we do to help with our hair transitioning into the fall?
So you absolutely don't want to relax your entire head because we do have a wonderful new relaxer that we just launched under Dr. Miracle. So let me first ask that.
Do I not want to? Well, you know what? I have color on the top, so I don't want to do color and relaxer on the same, hair.
Yeah.
Well, so two things. One, the key to keeping your hair healthy, even if some of it's relaxed and with color, is making sure you have it moisturized. So under Gentle Treatment, we actually have a product to care for both relaxed hair and colored hair, and it's a patent formula that really is all about conditioning. So it's our creamy coconut and aloe moisturized treatment conditioner. So
that sounds like something you can eat. Creamy coconut.
You have to keep it moisturized.
Okay.
As someone with natural hair, and I know it depends on the texture and the length and all of that, but what Dr. Miracle's products are you suggesting for people who are, natural or going natural?
Well, for me, our leave-in conditioner became my friend. And the one thing I really had to figure out was the amount of dosage. So one day I put in I filled my palm up and it wasn't enough. My hair sucked that product up. By the time I got to the train, believe me, I had a bit of a fro. The second day I decided, okay, let me saturate my hair and do it by strand. And I loved it. It worked out. The third day I got a little excited, put too much on, and I was a mess. But I kept it. If you look at me on Facebook, you'll see it. It was not cute, but I was determined to figure out my own texture. And that's what I encourage women to do. Understand your own hair. Understand what you need, because you really are the best determination of product and how much to use.
You can check out the new products at johnsonproducts.com. Next hour, Michael Jai White gets very, very uncomfortable thanks to Lonnie Love. It's Café Mocha.
Hello, my name is Shantae from Richmond, and I just want to say I love Café Mocha. You guys are so hilarious. I love your guests, and I definitely love the music you play.
Coming up this hour, you'll never guess what Michael Jai White said about his co-star Tasha Smith. Plus, want to go to LA to see the NAACP Image Awards? Café Mocha is asking, how are you getting smarter? Call us at 866-357-4323. Let us know how you're making improvements and smarter choices, and you could win the trip to LA. Again, the number is 866-357-4323. This is Café Mocha.
It's been a long time.
It's Café Mocha. I'm MC Light, Angelique, and Lonnie Love. And what's good? Who we got on the line, Lonnie?
Oh, well, you know him for better or for worse. He plays Marcus, CW's Arrow.
Adult Swim cartoon, which he put together.
My favorite cartoon, Black Dynamite.
Look out.
And he has some upcoming movies.
Falcon Rising, Chocolate City, and Skin Trade.
On the line is none other than the sexy
Michael Jai White.
What's up, Michael?
Hey there.
Was that too much? Was that too much of an intro?
Was that too much? We was so excited, Michael.
I just get shy behind that. I just kind of bury my head.
It's no need to be shy, because let me tell you something. You are working so hard in this field that we're in entertainment. Tell me, what keeps you going? What keeps you motivated?
Well, I feel like I have a lot more to do in this industry. I'm really enjoying it right now, producing and, directing and affecting the end result, So I'm really loving that part.
That's
So
awesome.
I feel brand new with it.
Because you have a different perspective, and now instead of just looking for the job, you can actually give the job to someone else.
Yeah, I love the business part of it, I love how that affects the rest of the world. You know, you can really do things like globally, and try to change. I think there's a lot of our stories that really haven't been told, and especially action is like so global. And so I'm doing more of that action stuff, and with Falcon Rising, it's kind of like my stamp on what I'm trying to do for the future.
Let me ask you, as we're on the line with Michael Jai White, I just wanted to ask you, in terms of what it is that you do in the action world, who was one of the artists that you may have looked up to? An actor or a martial artist or someone that gave you hope and inspired you along your journey?
Well, I mean, I look at the people that do like multitude of things, like George Clooney and the people in the action world, like Harrison Ford, actually, because he's an actor, also one of the top action people. See, I like to do things where, I like to be involved in producing, the directing part of it, the whole art of it. Right. So those kind of actors and who are / producers, that's kind of those are the kind of people that kind of influence me.
It's Café Mocha. We're on the line with Michael Jai White. His new movie, Falcon Rising, is coming out in September. Tell us about the movie, Michael.
Well, I play a combat veteran coming home from Afghanistan. He's dealing with PTSD, if you don't know, that's post-traumatic stress disorder. A lot of people are coming home with, But post-traumatic stress disorder can be not only with soldiers, but anybody who's gone through trauma in their life and can't get it out their heads. But he, the character I play is also the hero, and my counterpart is Layla Ali, who plays the closest person in his life, who gets too close to some bad guys who wind up trying to kill her, and he goes on a rampage, finding out who's behind it, and action ensues where he goes to Brazil and takes care of business.
Okay.
Ooh, that sounds good. And that's coming out September the 5th, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Select theaters September 5th, and then we go to other theaters around the country and the major metropolitan cities, and then shortly thereafter it's going to be on video on demand.
With the preparation that you had to do for the character where you acted opposite Tasha Smith, did you have to study someone? Like who in your life do you know that has to play that role just to get along?
Well, me. I used to date Tasha Smith.
Is that right? Literally?
Yes. In real life, we dated.
Oh my goodness.
But also in real life, we have never had an argument.
Really?
Tasha seems really nice.
So, we've always had that kind of chemistry. And from the time we dated and we became best of friends.
Okay.
In fact, I was always a buddy of hers that when she was dating a new guy, he had to pass the test with me. She would introduce him, and he had to pass the mic test.
That's right. Pass the mic test.
You ain't getting shot now. Okay, I love
it. But the man she's with now, is this cat passed with flying colors, and he is a great man. They're a great couple. Her husband, Keith. She's a really happy woman, and I'm very happy for her.
And do you have a significant other?
Oh boy!
What?
Oh, absolutely.
That's good.
Absolutely.
That's good.
Yeah, don't mess up and say the wrong thing.
Yes, I do. I'm happy. I'm in the happiest place in my life.
There you go. Oh, that's beautiful.
Well, we appreciate everything you do for the industry, Michael. You keep doing your thing, all right?
The Espresso is brought to you by the American Cancer Society. Sign up today at makingstrideswalk.org. We need your help to finish the fight against breast cancer. I'm Angelique, and last weekend I was in Richmond at the Women's Empowerment Expo asking random women how they're getting smarter. Dee Wilkins said this.
Well, I realized that after having 5 sons and going back to school, 5, honey, all boys, that no matter how old you are, you never stop learning. And the same education I'm pushing on my children, I realized I had to lead by an example and go back and further myself. I'm already finished my business associate's degree and working on my master's degree, honey.
Also at the Women's Empowerment Expo in Richmond, I confessed to George Tandy that his song March makes me cry.
I wanted to make a song that represented romance, like true romance and chivalry, and like really with standing strong within a relationship. Then I also wanted to make a song that represented overcoming obstacles.
Sure.
And then I realized as I was writing it, they're related to each other, you know, because if each of us take responsibility for our lives, we can sustain relationships that we want to sustain, the meaningful ones. So it turned out to be pretty powerful. I get teared up sometimes when I'm performing it, so yeah, sometimes.
That's the Espresso. I'm Angelique.
This is Café Mocha. Café Mocha.
MC Light and the Light Mix. Make sure you look out for Michael Jai White and Falcon Rising, streaming right now on Amazon. And of course, the new season of For Better or Worse just started on OWN. And don't forget, coming soon, your chance to win a trip to LA to the NAACP Image Awards. Call us at 866-357-4323 and tell us how you're getting smarter. What smarter choices are you making? 866-357-4323. Until next weekend, you can find us at CaféMochaRadio.com.
Café Mocha is a production of Miles Ahead Broadcasting in partnership with Westwood One. Executive producer Sheila Eldridge. Writer and producer Angelique Parent. For comments, booking, and more information, visit CaféMochaRadio.com.